Mariana Parma, she, her. I'm a tall 5'2". I'm based here in New York City, and I'm represented by Block Agency. There's only 7 of them in the world, and the zoo had 4 of them. I used to walk there every night just to watch them stand so still in the water. And they walk so gracefully in slow motion. And the legs, skinny like my little finger, long legs. And there's only 7 of them in the world because they were killed off for feathers, for ladies' hats or something. And one night, a gang of boys came by with radios to their ears and cursing real bad. They were saying, the F and everything. And I was scared, And they were saying things to me. Dirty things. And laughing at the birds. And then one kid started to throw a stone to see how close he could splash the birds. And then another kid starts to throw a stone to see how close he could splash the birds. And then they all started to throw stones to see how close they could splash the birds. And then they started throwing stones at the birds. And I started screaming, "Stop it!" And then they hit the bird's leg. The bird's leg bent like a straw. The birds were keeled over the water and they're flapping their wings in the water. And kids were laughing. And I started to scream, "Stop it! Stop it!" But they couldn't hear me. The ugly music in their ears. And they kept laughing and cursing and throwing stones. And I ran. I ran to get the zoo guard, and the zoo guard got his clubs, and we went back to where the birds were, but the kids were gone. And there were feathers everywhere. And the water was still. And there were big pools of blood. And the birds were still. Their beaks little open. The toes curled, legs broke. Still. Like the world stopped. God started saying something, but I couldn't hear. I just started screaming. The cops came and took me to the hospital, and the hospital, they gave me an injection to stop screaming. They never found the gang. But even if they did, what good is that? It's not like you can make them come back alive.